the Musk effect. Like him, hate him, you know his name. Today, we're going to look at the personal brand of Elon Musk, often referred to as the Musk effect. This story was also covered in Influence Media News. Influence Media News is for professionals who are strategically building influential reach, not chasing it. Dr. Trudy Beerman here. Let's look at the personal brand of Elon Musk and what we can take away so that we can either avoid or adopt in our own rise of our personal brand. As of October 2025, the confirmable influential reach of Elon Musk approaches 300 million, 200 million of which alone are on X, formerly Twitter, and on other platforms between Instagram and YouTube, for example, and across the brands that he owns, Tesla and SpaceX, he's approaching that 300 million follower mark. In addition, his personal wealth is the brand value of Tesla alone is over 70 billion. And he is mentioned so often in the press. In fact, he holds the record at 80% of negative media coverage when you look at CEO related media in the US. That is a 2023 analysis. 80% of negative media. Now, guys, negative or positive, his name's in the news. Like him or hate him, you know his name. And academic studies confirm this Musk effect is that his personal brand amplifies his company performance. This is the reason why the Nom de Valeur program exists. This is my signature program. Nom de Valeur is French for name of value. It comes out of Proverbs 22 verse 1, which says a good name exceeds riches. And in the case of Elon Musk, it absolutely does, because his riches, his brand value is just skyrocketed because Elon Musk's personal brand has driven the value and the profits to these organizations, to these products and brands that he owns. This is the reason why I constantly talk about personal brand and rarely ever talk about product or corporate brand. If I do, it's to point back to how the personal brand impacted that. So we're looking at the brand of Elon Musk today. Like him or hate him, you know his name. In fact, Elon Musk has exceeded the US territory. His name is known globally. So one of the things I talk about as we build our influential reach, some of us are big fish in small ponds, but we need to jump ponds and grow again. So instead of just being well known amongst our peers, you expand your audience reach, you expand your influential reach.
Dominate your niche with 40 strategic moves, free, online, now.
So you can become known not only to your peers, but in your city, in your state, in your country, and maybe even the world. Elon Musk's brand is a global brand and a globally known personal brand. So what can we take away? I invite you to read the article in Influence Media News. I'm just going to use this opportunity to highlight the takeaways from the article, and I encourage you to go read the full article for yourself. I will leave a link to it in this video description. So the takeaways as outlined in the Influence Media News article, which has the citations for everything referenced there, is as a personal brand, you should build your platform before you build the product. Ironically, the Bible says in Proverbs 24:27 to build your business before you build your house. And in the Bible version, that is suggesting that your wealth and your lifestyle, the quality of your lifestyle, should come from the business that you've built rather than try to live a lifestyle that is funded on debt. Well, in the Elon Musk takeaway, if you build the platform before you build the product, your product will sell much, much easier. So when you have that personal brand and people know, like, and trust you, anything you bring to the table is going to be gobbled up much faster than if you are unknown. The other thing about Elon Musk's brand as a takeaway is his single-minded vision, which outlasts conventional marketing. In fact, his strategies have very much often been controversial. There's so much negative news around him. A lot of things that seem to don't make sense to the average person, or many have had failures. But because Elon has had this single-minded vision, he does not see failure as final. He sees failure as data, and he just comes again. Accept that your brands will carry consequences. The louder you are, the louder the fallout. The bigger you are, the harder the fall. And setting your reputation on vision means vulnerability has to be part of the currency. And Elon's failures have been public as much as his wins. We can use our actions as narrative engine. Elon Musk doesn't just announce products, he stages cultural moments that reinforce his brand as much as his companies. We have seen him do silly dances, we have seen him show up nerdy, we have seen him expose his slightly overweight body these days. He is just out there, guys, and he can't even avoid it because the paparazzi is following him. And so he understands that as he builds the visibility to his brand, it is going to come with this expanded exposure. But when you use your actions to control the negative, especially when you own the platform, then you really can influence a lot of your brand's narrative and your brand's value in the world. Again, I encourage you to read the full article at Influence Media News. Dr. Trudy Beerman here. If you're ready to expand your influential reach and build a brand so iconic that whatever you bring to the table already has an audience even before you have even made it live, this is the place for you. And consider following me on other platforms. I'm super simple to find, and I do look forward to connecting and working with you.